Hey, Stoney here with another game of Mechabellum, and in this game, you can expect tarantulas from both of these players, but played very different. At the bottom here, we have Molek, playing as a Rhino specialist, and he's up against Dachshund, playing as a supply specialist. And this is a very high MMR, just around the 2000 MMR range, so we can expect some very spicy action. Alright, so starting off, we have Tarantula and a ton of Trawlers, knowing that the opponent only has Mustangs for chaff clear and nothing else. This is a very strong, high tempo start, just picking apart the opponent's weakness. Mustang start is usually pretty weak. I personally don't like it unless I'm planning on building a Mustang heavy board, followed up by fortresses or even war factory. But I always struggle myself whenever I have Mustang with marksman. You just don't have enough to deal with the chaff clear. Alright, so as expected, with this overwhelming amount of crawlers, it's going to be a fairly easy win for Molek here. That's a very unfortunate tower capture. That just means that this tarantula is going to survive. Round 2 unit drop, exciting. Arc Lights is going to be the choice for Dachshund, I believe. He really needs some very strong anti-chaff, and that's going to be it. For Molek, fans, level 3 fans are actually not that bad. Once you get the range, they can carry you pretty far. But it seems like both sides wanted to go with the sledgehammer. Dachshund continues to add on even more Mustangs. If you're going to go with this many Mustangs, I highly recommend hitting the attack enhancement. That 10% may seem small on paper, but when you're dealing with crawlers and when your Mustang is shooting at 0.4 seconds per shot, they really do add up. The sledgehammer is primarily there to provide a meat shield. Right now, there's no units on Molek's side that can deal with the sledgehammer effectively. And I think Molek realizes this by adding 2 marksmen to better handle larger units or heavier units. He also picked the sledgehammer himself. Very interesting choice. I was hoping him to just go heavier into the tarantulas. Level 2 sledgehammers, yeah, they're kind of tanky, but tarantulas are, I think, in my opinion, are slightly better for that particular purpose. And they're also better chaff clear. Alright, so with the additional Mustangs, I think this round is going to be a lot closer. These marksmen are not going to be able to hit those sledgehammers quick enough. And the beauty of Mustang is that once they've done their job as a chaff clear, they run forward. And now they're tanking these shots from the marksman. Okay, still kind of close. It was a lot better this round than it was the last time for Dachshund. Now, can Dachshund get a great tower timing? If he can, then he's going to do well, and it's going to completely annihilate this round here. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be the case. Very nice. Alright, we're going to get into round 3. Speed spec is interesting. Strike spec is also interesting. But if you're going to go for the long run, you want to take supply. The improved Overlord at this point may be better for Dachshund than it is for Molek. Considering how many Mustangs and also Marksmen is already on the board. But I am loving this chaff board here, right? It's just layer after layer. And if you watch the game unfold, you'll notice how these crawlers go ahead of the carry units just before the army engages. Right now, there isn't a lot of damage coming from Molek's board. Mostly it's just chaff. Whereas with Dachshund, he's got this hybrid chaff, right? In the form of Mustangs. Now with range, he is officially putting his Mustangs in the role of carry units. Not only they will survive for the entire round, they will get leveled. And then in the later rounds, which Dachshund is aiming for with double supply specialist, these Mustangs are going to do a ton of damage. We got a cheeky missile coming down that's going to catch maybe a crawler and a set of sledgehammers. Now they're being level 2 sledgehammers, so they will not kill them. I am a little concerned about the level of damage output coming from Moloch's side. It's really just 5 units, right? 5 units. 2 tarantulas, 1 set of tank, and 2 marksmen. But it seems like it's working out for him. The amount of crawlers that's stalling the army of Dachshund is really putting in the work, and now getting tower. But I'm not entirely sure that this single sledgehammer or these 2 sledgehammers are going to help them win everything. Maybe another shot from the sledgehammer? Yes. Very nice. Alright, if I were Dachshund, I'd be a little bit scared at this point. Improved Overlord is offered again, but I think with so many Mustangs, it's got to be M-Core. It is now round 4 with the Rhino, and it's also another opportunity for Moloch to start putting down even more tarantulas. And I think it's the right decision to have more tarantulas in this round. Tarantulas are also coming down from Dachshund, coming in as level 2, realizing the lack of damage on the opponent's board. So these guys are not going to just destroy so many crawlers, but also they're going to provide this meat shield in order for Dachshund to level up his Mustangs. And I'm very surprised that the item is now going into this Tarantula instead of this level 2 Mustangs. I feel like that would have been a little better. But, you know, Tarantulas do fire relatively fast, so maybe they can take advantage of the M-Core as well. More snipers are being added in for Moloch. This is quite a read, because so far there's nothing indicating that Dachshund is going heavy into any sort of large unit. I mean, it makes sense because that's what is lacking, so this is quite a read from Moloch. Lots of upgrades on the crawlers as well, allowing them to go in and do a ton of damage. Wow. Level 2 crawlers are pretty unstoppable when the only chaff clear you have is level 1 Mustangs. So a huge round coming to Moloch, just keeping up that tempo, continue to pressure Dachshund. However, Dachshund is a 2000 plus MMR player, so let's see if he can turn this around. Right now, with so many crawlers on the board, a very straightforward answer to that would actually just be spider mines. Have some crawlers running ahead of the spider mines to do the initial tanking, and then your round of spider mines is going to destroy more of your opponent's crawler than your own. Alright, Dachshund continues to adding, and he's going spider mines. Perfect. Wow. 5 tarantulas with spider mines on the board here. This is pretty deadly because on Moloch's boards, there actually aren't a lot of units that fires quickly. And with spider mines, your marksmen, they're not going to cut it, right? And with so many units with only melee as their only attacking method, they're all going to be bunched up, providing huge opportunity for these spider mines to do a lot of damage. So this is a great move from Dachshund. I'm really looking forward to this round. Alright, here comes the spider mines. Yep, some of them getting picked. Ooh, these ones are getting to the crawlers. Alright, where's that round 2 spider mine? Oh no. Tarantulas are getting targeted pretty hard. Here's the round 2 spider mine. But that's just not enough against the crawlers and also against the Rhino. The pressure is just too much for Dachshund to hold on here. And now he's within striking distance, which means Moloch can do something pretty drastic this round. Sandworm here might be interesting. Sandworm is unfortunately a little susceptible to the spider mines, But if you put him far back enough, that might be interesting. We have Sandstorm, further reducing the effectiveness of these marksmen and also the Mustangs, and also providing just a lot of meat shield, because Sandstorm not only reduces the range by 50, but also protects any unit that's in it from range attack for about 30%. And seeing how most of Molech's boards are melee attack, these are the units that are going to be within the Sandstorm. This is going to be a pretty devastating technology. It's even better than the degen being from the Wraith. We have heal coming in from the Rhinos. And these are all level 2 Rhinos, and Dachshund does not have any high level marksman. He's only got one level 2, and then another one potentially getting into level 3. He took the level 3 Scorpion. I think this is okay, but what I'm really worried about on Dachshund's board is just the clear lack of chaff. If you look at Molech's board, he's got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squads of crawlers. Dachshund only has 4 squads of chaff. And of course, the Mustangs can be used as chaff, but right now with range, they will actually fire behind the line. Therefore, they are not able to tank for Dachshund whatsoever. Oil does go down. Level 3 Scorpion so far not hitting the target. And finally getting onto the Sandworm, but that is just too little too late. We got high-level Rhinos running around. We got another Sandworm on the other side of the board. So this is just an excellent pressure game played by Molech. Not giving Dachshund a moment to breathe and just continue to pile on and adding that very strong Sandstorm tech for a very melee-heavy composition. Alright. Well, I hope you enjoyed this game, and I will see you on the next one.
Prepare your tactics. Mechabellum's calling. Deploy your fortress. The battlefield's alive with swarms.